Yes, it's time once again for the 3rd annual One-Hit Wonderland Spooktacular Edition. This year I have my scariest costume yet. A loser with nothing better to do than talk shit on the internet. And this year we're going to listen to a dark, haunting tune about the most frightening thing of all. Dancing! Okay, I'm scared dancing. What if everyone laughs at me? Okay, yeah, I'm stretching here. Turns out there aren't many spooky one-hit wonders out there. I didn't think I'd make it to 3. But even though Maniac is from the soundtrack of a cheesy dance movie, it seems like it should be on the soundtrack of a Jason movie, right? I mean, listen to it. For one thing, it's called Maniac. But even when you know it's a dance song, it doesn't feel like a dance song. I say it's about a murderous psychopath who just happens to be dancing. Like a knife, with a knife, same difference. Yeah, this is the kind of bizarro dark pop that made the early 80s so amazing. But what about the man behind it? Who is the man behind it? Where is the man behind it? All I see is a hot chick in a leotard. There he is. Hi, buddy. Yeah, I can see why the camera decided to focus on Jennifer Beals instead. Now this burly beardo is Michael Sembello, seen here playing synthesizer, while accompanied by another synth player, a 3rd synth player, and a guitar player. And despite the sublime 80s-ness of that fact, Sembello may be one of the more anonymous one-hit wonders I cover here. He's not in the official video, the song came from a soundtrack and not one of his albums. You could have heard this song every day in 1983 and not know who sang it. But I am curious about this one. The man was told to write a song for a dance movie, and instead of Footloose or I've Had the Time of My Life, he somehow turned in this. And the producer somehow took a look at it and said, perfect, build the entire marketing campaign around this song. What the hell is wrong with him? Did the guy just have axe murder on the brain? Well, let's find out. Let's find out if he snapped and killed anyone afterward. I hear if you say Michael Sembello's name 3 times in the mirror, he shows up to play guitar solos at you. I had many adjectives I planned to use for the work of Michael Sembello. Funky was not one of them. You may be wondering why instead of dated 80s soundtrack pop, we're listening to Stevie Wonder bang out Superstition. Well, the answer is, it makes me happy. But also, Michael Sembello is playing on it. There, you see that shaggy Doobie Brother looking dude there? Yeah, that's Sembello. Apparently he was sideman for Stevie for many years, including for a couple of like the really good albums, you know, Fulfilling This Is First Finale, Songs in the Key of Life. Yeah, that's a big deal. And you can find old videos of him performing with Stevie. Not a lot of them though, because the camera just kind of seems to turn away from him. Is he the only person not jamming to this? I don't know how you can even listen to Superstition without getting down, let alone play on it, and the rest of the band sure seems to be getting into it. Stevie must have hired this guy for some supreme guitar skills, because he sure wasn't hired for his looks. But yeah, apparently the dude was like the hottest session player around for the entire 70s, before and after he worked for Stevie. Sembello left Wonder's employment in 1979, and Stevie suddenly stopped making good albums. Coincidence? I think not. And Sembello kept doing session work for a lot of other R&B singers, like, you know, Chaka Khan, New Edition. But he also decided to try and make his own name as a singer. And his break came when the producers of a lame 80s movie needed a theme. Nope, no, not yet. Now, the song I'm talking about is called Summer Lovers. Summer Lovin'. No, not that movie either. It's directed by the same guy, though. There we are. Yeah, I try to watch all the movies I ever have to bring up, but forgive me, I skipped this one. I'm not going to spend the week before Halloween watching a Love Triangle beach movie, sorry. The song he wrote isn't particularly promising either, but he got another request to write a movie theme, this one for a cheesy dance movie. He recorded a couple of demos, all of which got rejected, but the producers were very interested in the song he accidentally included on the demo tape he sent, some tune he wrote about a serial killer. I knew it! I knew it! Okay, so yeah, there was in fact a reason why Maniac sounds like it does. It wasn't written for Flashdance. Sembello wrote it after watching a horror movie. Some reports say it was Texas Chainsaw Massacre, others say it was, of course, Maniac, which would certainly make sense. And apparently the original lyrics went, "He's a maniac, maniac, that's for sure. He will kill your cat and nail it to the door." I love this fact so goddamn much. Oh man, I want to hear the original song. God, I would kill to hear it. I would kill your cat and nail it to the... Excuse me. But though that version sounds great, as a horror movie song it'd be a little obvious. But rewritten as a dance song, now that's something completely new and different. Dance songs have been around as long as songs have been around, but just by sheer happenstance, Maniac gives us a new twist by just sounding utterly deranged. I said before that I like dance songs that are desperate, but this goes well beyond desperate. It's violent and disturbed. Very little of the imagery in Maniac has to do with dancing. She's more like a haunted spirit, or maybe like this raving homeless person on the street. Dancing doesn't satisfy a want or even a need. She just doesn't have a choice. It's this cruel, uncontrollable compulsion. It's like she's been cursed to dance. And it's a perfect fit for Flashdance. And not that Jennifer Beals' character is insane or anything, it's just a normal dance movie. And honestly, even for a dance movie, Flashdance is pretty damn bad. Yeah, it has scenes people remember, but here's what actually watching is like. Water, then Maniac like right afterward, and then about 6 hours of boring, and then finally at the end, what a feeling. If you've seen the music videos, you've seen all the good parts. In fact, a movie being compared to a music video used to be a compliment before Flashdance happened. But it does have some pretty striking images, and Maniac fits it perfectly. It wouldn't have worked at all in Footloose or any other typical dumb, cheesy 80s movie, but Flashdance, well, you know, it's a movie that's kind of dark and jagged and harsh. You watch her, she doesn't look like she's doing this for fun. Demonic possession seems like as good as an explanation as any. It's also a good explanation for that weird part towards the end where a synth choir starts singing what I can only call evil chopsticks. And then Sembello picks up his guitar and just shreds. With the beard and all the soundtrack songs, I kind of want to call Sembello a wannabe Kenny Loggins, but Loggins never wrote anything as good as this. Matter of fact, are we sure Loggins wasn't ripping him off? You're in the danger zone! And Jennifer Beals doesn't even dance to Maniac in the movie, she's working out. There's no choreography, it's just a woman torturing herself. And yes, exercise is torture, I don't see how it isn't. Forget the Saw movies, this is the real torture porn. Emphasis on porn. My anaconda don't. I don't even know how you would dance to Maniac, it goes too fast. And what you see in the video is the closest dance I can imagine. Can't stop, can't stop. Michael Sembello's forgotten follow-up made it into the top 40 briefly. Unfortunately, it is not horror themed, but it is sci-fi themed. It's called Automatic Man. Let's take a look. What is that sound? Robot cavemen? Ooga chaka, ooga chaka. He's the automatic man. He's the automatic man. I was worried the rest of the episode was going to be boring. A cybernetic dream. If you ever wanted to see what it would look like if Hall & Oates tried to write Mr. Roboto, here's your answer. Is that Crankor from Prince of Space? I really don't think my commentary could improve this in any way. I'm just gonna let this play. When he looks at you, watching was my toy. Never dreamed he would steal her away. I believe in God now. You know, we gave him a chance to write a dance song, he gave us a horror movie theme instead. Why don't we just add him to the soundtrack of a horror movie? Hell yeah. You don't like Gremlins, go get nuked. Well anyway, apparently Sembello had a song for this too. Okay, this isn't a horror song, it's a party song. If there's any horror monster that deserves a cheesy 80s party song, it's the Mogwai, but yeah, this isn't doing it for me. The out of nowhere Flashdance reference makes more sense now though. You know what, let's go back to sci-fi. What do we got here? A song from Cocoon. Okay, that's like the movie where aliens make old people horny. Yeah, I don't really recommend it. Well anyway, let's take a look at the... Ron Howard!
Michael was working on a song for a movie I directed, Cocoon, when something just went wrong.
What went wrong is that mustache. We have found the scariest thing we're going to see in this Halloween episode. 1985 Ron Howard's mustache.
Michael loved Cocoon.
He had shitty taste. Also, I see Sembello has turned into post-apocalypse Khal Drogo. And here's the song. We need some Ron Howard commentary on this.
It was weird.
Okay, the song's super dated 80s garbage, but I'm still enjoying this. It's no Automatic Man, my new favorite thing in the world, but it's fun in its own way. Unfortunately, it does not look like Sembello pursued this career path any further, instead turning into the poor man's Michael McDonald. He had the beard, he had the voice, probably a better career move than making silly robot songs, but unfortunately it didn't really pan out. After 1992, he seems to have largely busied himself with playing jazz and occasionally performing with Stevie again. I can't imagine he has many regrets.
She's a maniac, maniac on the pole.
Although no, dude, we did not need a smooth jazz version of Maniac. Stop that. I think I have been enjoying the work of Michael Sembello in exactly the way it should be enjoyed. 30 years in hindsight, these videos are pure gold. This would not have been as much fun if I had known these songs to begin with. Unfortunately, it looks like he kept trying to ride trends, and most of it is like really bad soundtrack filler and soft rock, but in that magical year of 1983, those trends brought us Maniac and Automatic Man, two songs that will earn him my only semi-ironic respect for the rest of his life. Oh god, this is one of the most glorious happy accidents in pop history. The man missed his calling writing about robots and chainsaw-wielding psychos, I swear to god.